Hello students, some students are of the view that chemistry is a hard subject. Chemistry is a subject of cramming, and they also say that we can't get through without mugging up the chemical equations. At last they came to the point that chemical equations. So here I am going to tell you how to form the chemical, how to write the chemical equations. To write the chemical equations, to learn the chemical language, there are three steps. One is symbol of the elements. I think you all know about the symbol of elements like sodium Na, iron Fe, and chromium Cr. So I am not going to teach you the symbol. Second one is formulation of compounds. There are three types of compounds in chemistry. One is ionic compound, second one is coordinate compound, and third one is subordinate compounds. So here today I am teaching you the formulation of ionic compounds. As the name of ionic compound, it shows us that there is a term ionic, ion. So first of all, you should learn what are the ions, what is ion, what is ion. So first of all, I am telling you ion, what is ion. The question arises, what is ion? What is ion? So very simple way, you will say charged, whether it is positive or negative, charged, whether positive or negative. Atom, charged atom or group of atoms is known as or called ion. This is ion. Charged atom, whether it is positive or negative, or the group of atoms is known as ion. So here ions are of two types, positive. This definition tells us the ions are of two types, positive and negative. And on the second way, the ions are of two types. One are made of a single atom, and other was more than two atoms. So ions are of two types. One is monoatomic, and second one is polyatomic. What do you mean by monoatomic? The ion which is formed of single atom, one atom, that is monoatomic ion, like Cl negative, Cl negative, chlorine, this one is chlorine, this is chlorine atom and this is chlorine ion, and chlorine ion will be spoken as chloride. Same way, Na, it is atom, so, and it is Na positive, sodium, it is sodium positive. In the same way, you can write magnesium double positive, magnesium double positive. So these are the monoatomic ions. They contains only single atom, charged atom, Cl, one atom of magnesium, one atom of sodium, one atom of chlorine. So chlorine will be spoken as chloride, then the sodium and magnesium. Polyatomic. What do you mean by polyatomic? Polyatomic means the ion contains two or more than two atoms of different elements or different elements. Suppose OH negative hydroxide, this ion O contains oxygen atom and H atom, but it means it consists of two elements, oxygen and hydrogen. So it is polyatomic. Then come NO3, NO3 negative. This is nitrate, and nitrate contains one atom of nitrogen element and three atoms of oxygen. Then it is a quadraatomic, it means it has 4 electrons. In the same way, SO4, how many atoms are there in the sulfate? There are 5 atoms, one of sulfur and 4 of oxygen. It means it's pentaatomic. It is pentaatomic. In the same way, it may be hexa also. So again, I am telling you this ammonium NH4, ammonium ion, this ion contains one atom of nitrogen and 4 atoms of hydrogen. This is also a pentaatomic ion. So here I told you monoatomic ion and polyatomic ion. One thing is more there. Some ions are positively charged and some ions are negatively charged. Positively charged and negatively charged. So electrically, it is atomic in the way of the atomic atoms. With the number of atoms, the ions are of two types. One is monoatomic and second one is polyatomic. Or on the basis of electrical charge, ions are of two types. Ions are of two types electrically. On the basis of atoms, there are two types, monoatomic and polyatomic, and on the basis of electrically, there are two types, positively charged and second is negative charged. So atoms are electrically two types, positively charged and negatively. Positively charged ions are called cations, and negatively charged ions are anions. More, the synonym of cations is also basic radical. Basic radicals, and the synonym of acid radicals, acid radicals. So I have told you these are the positive cation and anion. So ions are of two types. So this is about ion. Ion on the basis of atom there are two types, the polyatomic and monoatomic. Monoatomic come first, and on the electrically on the basis of charge, electrical charge, there are two types. One is positively, the second one is negative. It means cation and anion, or you can say basic radicals and acidic radicals. So now I am telling you the formulation of ionic compounds. Formulation of ionic compounds. Compounds, right? Formulation. Ionic compounds. These compounds are formed of ions, and when two oppositely charged ions put together, suppose here this one Na positive and this one NaCl, to put together, they will attract each other and will form NaCl. The positive charge and negative charge will be neutral, one positive and one, so it is NaCl. It is ionic compound because it is formed of the ions, and there are two types. So always one cation and one anion, or the anion plus when combined with each other, they form ionic compound. What are the ionic compounds? Ionic compounds are when the cation and anion combine, assimilate with each other, then it is an ionic compound. Take another example. Suppose you are taking Na positive and this one CO3 negative, CO3 carbonate, CO3 double negative. Here I am telling you the Na will be multiplied by the charge of anion or carbonate ion, or you can say by the valency of the carbonate ion. It means 2. It will multiply. Sodium will be multiplied by 2. On the other way, carbonate will be multiplied with the charge, with the valency of the cation or the sodium ion. So here is 1, here is 2. You will write the formula of sodium carbonate Na2CO3. This. So I am telling you the valency of the charges will be cross multiplied to their respective ions. Then other thing you know, here I am taking another example. Suppose this is magnesium and this is hydroxide. This is magnesium double positive, hydroxide 1 negative. Then magnesium will be multiplied by 1, as it is the valency or the charge of the anion. So Mg and OH will be multiplied by 2, because 2 is the charge of cation or anion. So you can multiply in two ways, MgOH2 or MgOH twice. So here you OH are 2. So this multiplication 2 multiplied only to hydrogen, it is S2. Oh, so total atoms are there only 3, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Here are 4, 2 oxygen, 2 hydrogen twice. So when you multiply the multiply to the ions, if ion is polyatomic, put that into bracket. Put the polyatomic ion into bracket when you multiply with the valencies. So this will MgOs twice. I am taking another example. Here I am taking calcium, double positive, CO3, double negative. Here I am double positive, double. Now I will say you don't need to cross multiply the charges of the anion and cation. So you have to write only CaCO3. You have to see. So here one question is that why do we multiply the valencies of the anion or the cations, or why do we cross multiply the charges of the anion and cation? Number one. And second, why do we put the ion, the polyatomic ion within bracket? Why? So I explain both of the cause. That let's take an example. Suppose you have taken an aluminium. This is an aluminium and this is as SO4. SO4. This is aluminium. This is aluminium. So first, why do we cross multiply? So first, think that all the ionic compounds which you have seen in your chemistry lab, which are packed in the glass bottles, all are neutral. No ionic compound contains any electric current. When you put any wire, you will find that all the chemical ionic compounds are neutral. So we have to formulate them into neutral state. So we have to formulate them into neutral state. So this one, suppose Al will attract and both will combine to form AlSO4. Imagine, is AlSO4 in neutral? No. 3 positive, 2 negative. Then 1 positive will be there on AlSO4. 1 positive will remain on AlSO4. You can say AlSO4, aluminium sulfate, you can say. You can speak instead of AlSO4, aluminium sulfate, but it contains 1 positive charge. So again, what will happen? There are so many sulfate ions here. Positive, this positive AlSO4 will attract second AlSO4 and the formula will be AlSO4 twice 2SO4. So I think that you have understood that the SO4 becomes 2, so it is written as twice. One thing I think that you have understood, that why we should put the polyatomic ions within bracket. So here 2SO4, SO4 twice. Now consider the charge. Here is 1 positive, here is 2 negative, here 1 negative will remain. Still, we can't equal their charges. Our aim is to equalize their charge. So it is not. Again, this one, what will happen? The aluminium will come from second. the second aluminum ion will come and here you will add. Here, then the formula will be Al2SO4 twice. The formula will be Al2SO4 thrice. What about charge? There is one negative and here is 3 positive. Then this species will contain double positive charge. This species will contain double positive. You can speak it's aluminum sulfate. It is a formula of the aluminum sulfate, but electrically should be neutral. Then what happened? Then again, one sulfate again came to attract, and this is one sulfate SO4 double negative. SO4 double negative. Then it will be Al2SO4 thrice. Al2SO4 thrice. Double negative, double positive. Now it is totally neutral. It means it is our aluminum sulfate. It is the formula of the aluminum sulfate. I think that you have understood from this example that why do we cross multiply the valency of the cation and cross multiply. Why? So this is the cause of multiplication. We have to formulate the ionic compound as neutral. Otherwise, if you left some charge on that formula will become that formula will be wrong. Suppose you write Mg positive and Cl negative, you for write is MgCl. Still one positive charge will remain on the MgCl. So what happened? This when chlorine ion, chloride ion will come and MgCl2, the formula of the magnesium chloride, the ionic charge, the electrical charge will be equalized. So it is neutral. So you have to formulate the ionic compound as neutral. So to neutralize the ionic compound, we cross multiply the valency of the respective ion cations and cross multiply. So here you have, as I think that you have understood. Now I am going to give you a practice table. Then how will you practice to make this formulation formula of the different compounds? Suppose take here you are OH. Please follow me, write as it is, I am right. OH, this one is carbonate and this one is nitrate, and here is to take again SO4 sulfate and here you can take chloride, and here you can take oxide. These are the, here you can sodium positive, here for zinc double Zn positive, Cr triple positive, and here you can take Ag silver positive, or then take Fe triple positive. Here you can take calcium double positive, here you can take magnesium double positive, here you can take ammonium 1 positive. I have taken 3 and 3, 6 and 8. I have taken 8 cations. 2 to 4, 6 and 8, and I have taken 6 anions. You have to make a table like this with a scale. Neat and clean table should be formed by you to remember to make practice of these formulas. So here in this way, I think that you are understanding my views. Then make a table neat and clean like this and like this and like this. This will be your table. Now what you have to do? You sodium, you will form all the sodium, sodium hydroxide, sodium carbonate, sodium nitrate, sodium sulfate, sodium chloride and sodium. The formula of the sodiums, there will be 6 formula of sodium. So you can say here like this Na2CO3. Rest you will fill up all. Suppose this is ZnNO3 twice, ZnNO3 twice. In the same way Fe2SO4 thrice. And this one is magnesium nitrate, magnesium MgNO3 twice, and ammonium you can take ammonium hydroxide, ammonium NH4OH, and come to this point, ammonium hydroxide, ammonium oxide, NH4 twice O, ammonium oxide. This compound doesn't exist. So cut this. And lastly, I erase it. It is this compound. So it is not a compound. Here there will be no compound like ammonium oxide. So you have 8, 2, 8 and 6, 48. 48 minus 1, 47 formulas. Make this practice, 47 formulas. So check this formula, check your friends, and I think that you have learned well about the formulation of the chemistry. Please like this video to your friends and other to whom you know. So if you think that this video is useful for us, please like it. Thank you very much.